Hi, everybody. I'm Pamela Strum, and I am here with my soul fire sister, Nicole Brown. We are together, we do energy healing work together, and we're here to talk about our healing on our group healing we're going to do on August 8th, the 888 Gateway, Trinity to Infinity. And there's a reason that we came up with the name Trinity to Infinity. It kind of dropped in because the energy is so powerful and it's so sacred that we decided to share with you like what is going to be going on during this healing and some things that you might expect from this energy, that we have a real opportunity to work with this energy. We have said on a couple of our videos, these are things that you could do on your own, but sometimes it works well to have someone hold space for you. And so we decided to bring together the energy of a group in unity for our highest and best good. But we wish for you to know what some of the things are that are coming through that Nicole and I sense will be active in the healing. And Nicole, would you like to introduce some of those?
Absolutely. Um, so so we have mentioned in some of our other videos, there's a lot of stuff coming up for people right now. Because we're really being given opportunities to let go of our baggage. Some of us have been carrying this baggage around with ourselves for so many years, for thousands of years, quite frankly. So there's a lot surfacing and stirring up within people's lives right now, simply because it's being purged and released. But this purging process can become pretty intense. And so there's a lot of support that's coming through in our group container to assist with this purging process, with helping to clear out like karmic enslavement, ancestral karmic debt that we might be carrying around with us, and the closure and collapsing of timelines um, that that we've been looping in. So I'm actually seeing like some of us have like consciousness that's been frozen in time, that's been like frozen in time in traumatic timelines. And so I'm seeing that, we're going to be assisting, facilitating the healing and providing an opportunity to reclaim that aspect of your consciousness that's been frozen in time, in traumatic experiences, and liberate that aspect of your consciousness and integrate it so that now you are experiencing yourself in more wholeness. And now you can really maintain your sovereignty and step away from karmic enslavement and karmic entrapment. Um, so there's going to be a lot of clearing of karma. And, with the clearing of karma and releasing our parts of our consciousness, it brings us into a more embodied state, and gives us an opportunity to really liberate ourselves from patterns we've been struggling with for a really long time. This can be relational patterns, like relationship patterns. A lot of people are having issues in their relationships right now. This can be deep wounds that you've been like deep feelings of unworthiness that you just can't seem to clear out, because it's connected to some aspect of your consciousness that's trapped in that traumatic experience. So when we bring that into completion, now you can close that up and let it go. Like I'm seeing like people just like releasing their baggage. Like here they are, they're being given an opportunity to truly come into divine union with their aspect, with their God self, or their, that aspect of our soul that is always connected to God, that is, that is God, and that is pure and unconditionally loving. But yet they're holding all this baggage. And so it's like that baggage is not really supporting your divine union process. So I'm perceiving a lot of clearing of karma and ancestral karma. Pamela?
Yeah. So when you were talking about letting go, Nicole, I sense that a lot of times, and for those of you who've been doing energy work a long time, or maybe some of you are just starting on your journey. And if you're just starting on your journey, because the collective has been, focused more on energetic aspects, it will be easier for you. It'll be easier for you. So this gateway makes it easier because, as you were saying, that there are things that are anchored into us. It literally, when you have other aspects of consciousness, or you're tapping into traumas that have occurred in other timelines, and time, it's all now, but those timelines, those aspects of you that exist, and if you don't clear it out, if you haven't cleared it out, it will play out on other timelines. I know this is very quantum physics, but here it is. It will play out on other timelines until you heal it, until you take it on, until you do something about it. So sometimes when you're talking about, yeah, like let it go, and some of you might be thinking, well, I've been working on letting it go, and it's still, here it is. I still have this trigger. This is something that still has bothered me. A lot of clients who I work with are like gifted. They're so strong energetically. They're here to heal their family lines, right? So there is so much that's there, that's even packed within our DNA. And it's because it's looking at not just this life, but any other timeline that exists where you're carrying that frequency. And so Nicole and I have certain techniques that we use and tools that we use where it's unwinding that going on those timelines and spirals, because this energy is literally here helping us, bringing everything up to let go. So you talked about that capacity, Nicole, at this time to also join with our divine aspect. Well, when we let go, it frees us to, in a body, as we're holding more light, we're becoming more crystalline. And if we think of ourselves as fluid based, and we are, but that is becoming more and more plasmic. And so that really supports us in letting go and tapping into our divine aspect while we're still in a body. That's what this gateway holds the potential for us to really join with our God self, to really be aware and live as a higher, or the aspect of us that is higher consciousness. And it's something that hasn't quite happened on Earth's experience in the way we have an opportunity to choose to do it now. So Nicole and I also wish to tap in and anchor in that technology for those of you who wish to be on the journey and who are making the choice to bring in that aspect of their higher selves, their divine aspect. Nicole, when we were talking about our healing and doing the healing, there's a specific activation that's coming in for the group. So we're going to run an activation, meaning tuning in, activating your energy, along with the codes that will be coming in this healing for all of you, to support your gifts, to support your mission in your divine aspect. So it goes beyond anything you've experienced as a human. Would you like to talk about the activation?
Yes, so we have a few active, like quite a bit of activations
You
coming.
love activations.
We are going to be playing with really potently powerful sacred technology that we received specifically to support us in this gateway and this timeline that we're in, which is ultimately supporting our divine union. We're calling it, we're healing the Trinity. Like, this is a gateway that is bringing the Trinity into totality. And so, we have 3 8s. So we have 3 infinities, and those infinity loops open up into a sphere, right? It opens up into a circle, which is oneness. So this healing is really about restoration of oneness and activating our Trinity, the sacred Trinity. And the Trinity is many things, right? There's many aspects to the Trinity. So ultimately, within our own being, the Trinity is the balancing of the masculine and the feminine, to where they come into harmony and union with each other to birth Christ consciousness, to birth the Christed child, which is the embodiment of our God being, our soul in this physical body. This is also an important gateway that supports, like, this support is supporting divine union in all ways. So this is supporting those that have a sacred partner that they have a contract of divine union with. So this is also helping to balance the polarities and bring them into unity with each other. So it's a unity gateway and a reestablishment of the Trinity. That's also the Trinity of our body with the planet and with the cosmos. It's the Trinity of our connection of our heart with our womb and our higher mind consciousness. It's a trinity of connection with, Pamela, you said it best, with our heart, the heart of our divine aspect, and the heart of Gaia, of this beautiful planet that we're anchored, that we're connected to. And so that's really an opportunity to, it's a gateway of embodiment, of unity, and of divine union. And that union is also the union with the new earth timeline. So it's really unifying ourselves with the new earth timeline, with our mission of, our soul's mission, our soul's purpose, coming into, is bringing a lot of contracts into completion, so that the activation of new, like, as we clear out the old, the new can birth forward, right? So so there's so much coming in this gateway to support your divine union in all ways, and to really heal that Trinity, and so that we can experience ourselves here and now, and celebrate ourselves from a state of embodied divine unconditional love and joy and peace, and celebrate ourselves as creators here now, bringing heaven down to earth, like restoring, you know, restoring the kingdom or restoring heaven. And that always begins as an embodied state, right? So experiencing heaven right now is going within and experiencing that within, so that it can then be birthed without, right? And this new earth timeline is here to support us in the birthing of heaven on earth once again. So yeah, Pamela, I feel like you have something you wish to share.
Well, you said that and in such an amazing way. Like, I feel the excitement of it. And when you are in that new earth state, like, what happens to old earth? Well, old earth is there, and there may be some new souls who are still learning in this extreme duality. But in new earth, there's still going to be duality, but it's duality that's within the nuances of what's best for all. It's as opposed to, like, this is for me, and if I get everything, then I don't care about, as long as I'm fine. So we move out of that. And because it's for the best of all, it's abundance for everyone. Like, everyone experiences abundance. So there's incredible potential of abundance, and abundance of spirituality, of energy. And it's abundance. Yeah, I mean, money, but money is a creation of the service to self structure. But yet there will be other ways that are opening up. So as we focus on this higher aspect of ourselves, we create and add our unique frequency to the new earth, to the new earth timeline. And that brings it here. It's here. It allows it to show up in our lives more readily. So Nicole and I, with the technology that's been dropping in for specifically this healing, feel that there's going to also be, we know we're going to bring in an activation with abundance to even further it and connect it with that infinity, with our infinite nature, with the new earth timeline for people who are on this path. And your awakening and being authentically you helps awaken other people. So you don't need to try to convince anyone. You can focus on what's happening in your life, and then it ripples out and it benefits everyone because we are all connected. So I'm excited. And is there anything else? Did we miss anything? I
I
know, yeah,
I was,
go.
as you were talking about abundance, I'm also hearing to share, we're reclaiming our power as creator beings. And I heard this lady talking recently. She was talking about money, and a lot of people might have, a money problem, but what they don't have is a money problem. They have a power problem. So what if we could flip the switch and consider money as power, that we have the power to create, right? So we are very, very powerful beings, and this healing is really going to restore our power and our power to create, and restore oneness. So we're really looking forward to this. The energy to support this healing has been coming in for days now.
I know.
We're going through a lot of processing and preparation for this group healing. And I'd like to say too that when we come together in unity for the highest and best good of all, this is a group co-creation. So I see it like exploding with power, because we're all coming together in unity, and we're bringing in our own unique codes, our own unique gifts, and that it ripples out and activates all who join and who are part of it. So this is very exciting, and I'm seeing the activation also of ancestral gifts, and the reclamation of your gifts, because there's going to be so much clearing happening. It's going to really allow, with rapid fire, the activation of your soul gifts, soul realignment. Like if you've been teetering back and forth in that false karmic timeline, and you're really trying to align with the new earth timeline, I see a much more deeper alignment happening for you. And if your divine union, has been struggling, I see that also coming
Yeah.
into balance and harmony. So,
Yeah, because you go
really,
from that teetering to bringing it in.
yes,
You know,
yes,
you get we will, bring in that energy together so
yes.
that this is all happening and you are holding the energy.
Yes, yes. More easily able to maintain that frequency, that alignment, and reclaim your power of creation. I mean, you have all that you need to create the life that you wish to live, right? I mean, it's part of your soul's mission to experience heaven on earth here and now. So,
Right,
um,
in the best of way, because create with your heart. You see
yes.
a lot of people creating things that are not heart-centered, but it's like a heart creation. And that's what makes it so powerful. Really this is part of our attention, but any of the work that you and I do together, Nicole, has to do with being a heart-centered.
Yes.
So
And
it's
for service of the highest and best good of all, for sure.
yes, you just bleeped out a moment. So can you say that again for the
Oh,
highest?
and for the highest and best good of all. Yes. For your
Yeah.
highest and best good, and the highest and best good of all, for unity, right? That beautiful, with respect of our beautiful sacred interconnection that we all have,
Because we're all connected and we're all connected to everything. Ultimately, if you see how our energy fields ripple out and connect and on it goes, we're all connected. So if we focus in and raise our energy, it raises it for everyone.
yes,
And so for anyone who knows of also anyone who's struggling very much, one way to help is to raise your own energy. That actually then allows the space to raise it for that person who is struggling. So, I think a lot of us know people who are maybe going through a tricky time right now.
And also, as you were sharing that, even in our family line, so a
Yeah.
lot of us have, contracts to assist our family lines. And so you may have a lot of family members that are unawake or, haven't awakened as of yet. And they might really be struggling in that like false karmic timeline, and enmeshed in a lot of things. And so through healing the ancestral line, you're loosening their load. Now, whether they're aware of it or not is a different story. But, we're all here supporting the collective and supporting each other through our shared interconnection that we have with all. So, yeah, Pamela, I feel like I feel pretty good. How do you feel?
I feel like we've described this healing and our intentions for this healing. And so Nicole and I are also with each other so excited about the technology and tools that are dropping in for us to help create this space of healing to take place. So if you feel like this is for you and it's something that you would like to join us and also join us to create this energetic space as well, because you're lending your energy into it. Therefore, you're bringing this in for yourself as well. And we welcome you. We welcome you. So yeah, sorry, Nicole. I think I just talked over you. So the details. So we're going to give our email right now, and email us if you wish to join. The fee for this group healing is $88.80. Yes, 3/8, because that's what this healing is, the 3/8. So, we decided to go through on that theme. But so anyway, but email us and then we'll send you the link, and we'll send you the link for the healing, but we'll also send you the link for the payment. And did I miss anything?
You can email us at pamelaandnicole@gmail.com. We'll send you the link to sign up or, to pay for the energy exchange. And then we'll send you the link to join our sacred container on 888. So,
That's wonderful. Okay.
all right.
Looking forward to it, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
fantastic day.